Hello everyone, my name is Artextricic, and today we're going to talk about how to paint water. Now, this is a collection of other things I learned from other YouTubers and make it into one thing. This is in the Patreon, Gumroad, or whatever, TikTok, it doesn't matter where it is, more exclusively for my more longer forms content, long form, if you want to learn them, link in the description. So with that said, or bio, whatever the case may be, wherever you're seeing this from. So with that said, we're going to learn how to paint water. Now, let's just get right into it. Okay, so this is what we're going to be making, per se. So, how this is going to work is that we're going to make sure our background is darker and make our base colors that we put on the side here, which I would expect for any of you who are watching this to understand how this will end out with the base colors I have. They're like pretty monochrome for the blue most cases, so this is more likely we're doing what's the right word? We're doing a spear like water, not water drop, but a water circle. The reason why this is happening is because we wanted to keep it focused on how to make the water. So what I'm doing here is putting the light, I put some shadows, and I put some reflecting light from the sky, if there was a sky in the air, and the bottom is where we learned where the ocean floor is, where the light will be hitting into the ocean floor. So I'm putting some lights here, right here in the highlights pretty much. And what's going to do, it's going to shoot rays, which we're going to paint in the rays into the floor. Just to let you know, the colors that's on the side, on the darker sides, it's more like if we're looking at it through a glass, and the water is being like distorted based on the glass perspective. So that's why we went with this circular type understanding of the water. Now, I take and copy and paste the water or the highlights and bring them all the way down to the bottom. Now, as you can see, I'm putting all of these round circles. These are going to represent the shadows of, I don't even know if they have a term, but the water that is very like cellular looking, that looks like cells or something like that, if you're looking at like biology type stuff. And the cells or the cell shape that you're looking at doesn't have to have a particular pattern except this blob looking look. There's no wrong or right way to do this. This is more on preference on how you think you want them to look, and then when they ever like cross between each other, what you'll see is or at least when they're really like very close to each other, I put some really thick gaps. Don't put them everywhere, make them thin, make some parts really thick, because it makes it easier to like look at them and understand them. Now what I did is copy and paste the same layer of the shadow from the water. I don't even know what's the word. I don't know if there's a like water lines. I don't know what's the right term for it, but like I copy and paste and then blurred the black that we made firsthand to give it more of a shadow on top of, or at least under the initial water lines that we have here, to give it more of that wave look, so it looks a lot more 3D-ish. And I made sure that when you blur it, you put it just enough, a nudge away from each other, just enough distance to see that blurriness, to show that there is some form of layering over or cast shadowing in that sense. Now I put a cast shadow here, as you can see. I'm painting in the ambient occlusion, because remember, this is, even though we're painting water, we're also painting water in a full, like a glass in that sense, like we're looking through a looking glass in that sense. I hope that makes sense in any which way. And then I put some reflected light into our shadows to give it that reflected back lighting in that sense, and keep the occlusion shadow quite prominent. I think I should have made it less prominent a little bit more, but I think this was fine within itself. So I know it's kind of hard to explain all of this at once, but I explain it a lot better in the more paid version. So if you guys want to get that, that'd be cool, but if you don't, that's perfectly fine. And please let me know, do you like these type of videos? Do you like these videos that are fast-paced and to the point, or do you want me to do videos that is a lot more slow-paced? and explaining like my old videos like I used to do, with more gags and stuff. Do you like seeing those? Please let me know. If this is something that you don't really enjoy too much, it's not that helpful, please let me know, and I'll see if I can do better content from that point on. So with that said, I hope this helps you guys out there, and I hope this was informative in any which way on how I did my method, or at least this process. If this video wasn't helpful, instead I would like another water video. I will probably do another one, but a lot more slow pace, and not with a time lapse, maybe something with more step by step, but quick to the point with less detail. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm just like testing the waters and what works and what doesn't. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it plus ultra. Please hit that like for me. I will love it if you guys do that. It helps me out and it makes me make more videos like this, or at least better videos in time, better production and stuff like that. So if you guys love what I do, please support me on Patreon or on my other platforms. I may even move away from Patreon because I've been hearing some weird stuff about Patreon, so I might go to Buy Me a Coffee instead. Those of you who are more creators or understand how those work, can you please explain to me on the comments, or at least send me a message if which one's better, Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee, or Kofi, I think it's Kofi, I think. I'm not totally sure, I'm just rambling. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one, and keep safe, keep practicing out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So that's 3 times. Alright, I'm out. Bye bye, guys.